We're going to be performing an exercise called shoulder C.A.R. So it's specifically concentrating on your glenohumeral joint to improve the range of motion. For majority of people, they cannot bring their arm and do overhead exercise. So we want to make sure that we create more range of motion and build strength to be able to bring it and see your ear actually on this side, versus for majority of people, they only see the ear on this side. So what we're going to do is first, we're going to start by spreading your feet either shoulder width apart or your hip width apart, and we're gonna irradiate. So we're gonna drive the feet into the ground, we're gonna squeeze the thighs, we're gonna squeeze the glutes, we're gonna engage the abdominals. To properly engage the abdominals, I want you to inhale and push 80% of the air into your stomach, and then this is gonna be the concept of radiation, so creating a full body tension. So you're actually actively working and engaging different muscles while you're doing it. It's not just a circle that you're going to be drawing. So first thing first, you're going to externally rotate and you're going to squeeze the palms. You're going to depress the shoulder blades, and you have that irradiation where you're engaging the whole body. Then you're going to take this arm, you're going to go across your body, pretending that he's working against resistance. So picturing me pushing on his arm, but he internally creates that resistance. That's what irradiation is. He protracts his shoulder blade first, and he gets as high as he can until he cannot go any further. When he gets stuck, he starts internally rotate his shoulder while depressing the shoulder blade. Important part is, as he's doing it, is not to cheat and rotate his torso. We want to make sure that we're gaining the range only from the shoulder. That's why it's important to squeeze the glutes and keep it irradiating and engaging the core. When we get to this position, we continue internally rotating the shoulder as much as we can. At the bottom, we fully internally rotate and we depress the shoulder blade. At this position, we're gonna re-inhale to reset ourselves, push the air down, and prepare to do the work. Actively, we're gonna drive the hand as far back as you can until you get stuck. When you get stuck, you depress the shoulder blade even more, and you start externally rotating, lifting as high as you can. Concentrating on depressing the shoulder blade while lifting as high as you can. You're working, you're coming to the top. When you get to the top and you're in the straight line, whatever range you have, continue depressing the shoulder blade, squeezing the glutes, and then bring that arm down, pretending that you're working either water or molasses, depends on what internal resistance you create on your own. You can go from anywhere 20, 30, 40, 50 to 100%. If you want to get the better results, you want to work 70% and higher. So we're going to demonstrate from a different angle. We're going to do it a little bit faster, so he's going to work with a little bit of lighter intensity. So we're going to go with this arm specifically. So we're going to go forward. He goes as high as he can. He irradiates. He goes all the way to the top, trying to keep for as long as possible. When he gets to the top and he gets stuck and he cannot go anymore, you see he's quite mobile. You can see his ear. He's going to internally rotate as much as he can. Internally rotate, start depressing the shoulder blade, keeping not rotating from his torso, right? So it doesn't matter if you can go all the way back here and cheating. I'd rather you stay a little bit narrower, but feel it exactly where you need to feel it. We're gonna go internal rotation, following through, trying to create as much internal rotation as possible. And in the end, you just bring the arm over. We bring that shoulder blade back, we depress it, we push the arm as far back as you can, until it gets stuck and he cannot go any further. Here he externally rotates, keeps that shoulder blade depressed, glutes are engaged, core is engaged. He's going all the way up, moving through that shoulder blade, and from here he just depresses and pretends like there's resistance, pushing it down, working against the internal resistance that he creates. So that's the whole idea of shoulder C.A.R. You want to make sure that you improve your glenohumeral joint movement, you increase the range of motion that you currently have, and then the idea eventually we want to make sure that, as you can see, his ear is on this side versus being on this side. A lot of times when people are really tight in the shoulder, when they'll come here, they cannot get, so they'll overarch their lower back. Bring your arms down, please. So that's why we really want to have a good functional shoulder, so you can perform different activities and lift heavier weights.